Hey, Mr. Stewart, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. Yeah, where you located, Paul?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
with Miss CC, my home.
yes,
Oh,
yes, yeah. She's my sponsor.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I haven't
Yeah.
seen you in a long time. Yeah, great to
Mhm.
see you. Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
rest.
Dark Gable, we're going to mute you, Dark Gable. We're going to mute you. We're going live.
I knew I was gonna get muted. That's why I was trying to get it all in before I get muted. How you doing, sir?
Great, brother. Okay, I'm off the line.
All right.
Brother Paul, are you able to access the chat room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a minute or two, Eric, and we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Roger that, sir.
Uh-huh. Okay, welcome, everybody. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. All rise. Yeah, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. I'm giving everybody an opportunity to sign in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead on and get started. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Saturday night presentation, Carabar's presentation call. My name is Paul Stewart. I'm going to be your host this evening. And, we should have a full house tonight. I'm going to have several people on this call. I want to introduce to you tonight our presenter. He is well known with Karatbars. He is a VIP Karatbars affiliate. He is also a legendary guy. He speaks all over the country in presentations. He is the son also of Stokely Carmichael. And I would like everybody to welcome Mr. Eric Muhammad. Eric, you there?
Yes, I am. And as soon as I get my camera to come on, we'll be all right.
Okay, now.
Wow, ready
There
for
we go.
revolution.
There
How
we
we
go.
doing?
There we go.
Well, greetings, family, and welcome everyone to what we hope to be a life-altering, life-changing, life-shattering experience in a magnificent way. So you do have the opportunity. I understand we are now live on Facebook. Please share with everyone you possibly can about this opportunity. Invite not just yourselves, not just people who are in the opportunity, but invite more of the prospects, the guests, the visitors. Go through your Facebook list and let everybody know. Not only do we have a full platform on the Zoom, but we have a full platform in the world of cyberspace, because we want everyone to understand this opportunity for what it is. So let me just say, Team Audacity, it is an honor, a privilege, an extreme pleasure to be here with you in this opportunity, hoping to make our lives that much more meaningful and better for our future and the generations to come. I want to show you a little clip to get us started. I want to show you a little clip about the magic associated with this opportunity. This is a clip from our CEO and founder of Karatbars International, Dr. Seiss, and he's talking about his vision and he's talking about the opportunity.
This city has always fascinated me, the city of Frankfurt. Known to be a city of trade and economic growth. As a kid, I was amazed by handing over a piece of paper for ice cream, toys, and candy. Handing over such a paper and receiving a toy racetrack in return, I just could not believe it. Where could I get this magic paper? This idea I couldn't get out of my mind. I started asking questions and read every book I could find. I learned the money was backed by gold as a paper form to save us carrying it around. Something of real value behind the paper. But everything was changed. The value was capped, and the gold standard, as it was called, was abolished. Since then, the value of money has been the biggest lie of all. The dollar bill is now just a paper subject to inflation and devaluation. This must stop. The solution, returning to a piece of gold that you can actually hold, and it holds value or even better cash flow, paper pressed and refined with real gold. A masterpiece solution, a forgery-proof, totally digital cryptocurrency. Here I am in the city of money, but not as a banker or a gold dealer. The Frankfurter Book Fair has invited me to read from my books that will help the world believe in gold again. Think Big will help show people how to be successful. I am very proud to be here.
There's a couple of things in that clip that is strikingly obvious. Number one, Dr. Seiss talks about his fascination as a child over that magic money, that magic paper, all right? That piece of paper that he could exchange as a child and get ice cream. That piece of paper he could exchange for candy and bubble gums. And many of us experienced that phenomenal thing, but it was deeper for him. He wanted to know, how was this possible? What made it so magical? Where you can take something like a piece of paper and get the things that you can consume, the things that you can wear, the things that you can enjoy. He learned later on in his young years that the paper was not really the magic. The magic was that which backed the paper. And in seeing that, and then realizing the collapse where the world came off of the gold standard and the silver standard, now the paper was just floating. It had nothing backing it, and it had less and less purchase power, less and less strength. It took more of those pieces of paper to get the ice cream, to get the fine goods, to get the toys. This brought hardship and brought whole neighborhoods and homes in total disarray. He made a commitment as a young child that he wanted gold available for the masses of people as that medium of exchange, as that currency that keeps current moving. Thus, we have Karatbars International. So on the screen, you see what moves me, what elevates me, what uplifts me in sharing this opportunity with you. It's the mentorship and the power in mentorship. Respecting those who came before me, respecting those who have accomplished and has allowed me to accomplish as well. So we're going to show you a simple tool. We're going to show you a very simplistic opportunity, extraordinary in its evolution, because nothing like this has ever happened for us in our recent history. We have the access to gold, pure gold. We utilize that gold to leverage the economy under our own roof. We utilize that gold to save and develop a wealth base where we can enjoy not just generational wealth for ourselves in our immediate families, our immediate offspring, immediate connections, but for generations to come. We can build legacy wealth. But it doesn't come in a vacuum. It doesn't come without understanding what scriptures say, a fool and his money soon part. We never had the money. We didn't know gold was money. We were also fascinated in the paper chase. And the rest of the world is still based in the paper chase. But through the proper mentorship, we not only realize what's right for us, but we understand how to maneuver it, and gives us safe passage, particularly in a time of pandemic, particularly in a time of strife. You want to dig your well before you need the water, and Wealth Builders Worldwide, under the direction of Karatbars International, allows us to do just that. Let me share a little bit more about Dr. Seiss, his vision, and where he is based. This is Karatbars International. Karatbars International is based in Stuttgart, Germany. It is the world's largest provider of pure 24 karat 999.9 gold bullion. The grade of the gold is important, folks, because the grade of gold is utilized to literally pay debts of nations. So nations all over the world are hoarding gold. They don't make it available to the masses. They don't make it available to the public. They don't do that. But what they do is make sure that they hoard all that they can in order to make it give them another sense of security. So this is why they hoard gold. Dr. Seiss has a vision, and his vision was and is to make gold available and affordable, but not just to a select few. His goal is to make it, well, let me just tell you directly from his quote. He says, my mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care where you are in America. I call it the hells of North America. I don't care where you are found. You know that you're paying more rent or more house note for less house, for less apartment. You know that you're paying extraordinarily more today for any product, good, or service than you did yesterday, than you did as that child. And now you find yourself in a situation, particularly if you're of the baby boomer generation, you find yourself in a situation where you're caring for your parents or grandparents, your elders, and your children under you who are now having children because there's no purchase power strength. There's no value to the currency. There's no labor built into the dollar bill. So you find yourself stressed. But not only that, folks, we're in a world today where we're all being made to sit still. Many of you are on your couches. Many of you are sitting in your bedrooms. Many of you are sitting on chairs at tables or in your car, reading, watching from a phone, a device. And you're trying to figure out how to make a way where it appears there's no way. Work stoppages all over the country. 50 million are now registered as unemployed, but it was already 20 million before the pandemic. So I believe that the numbers are fudged. I believe that it's larger in number of the unemployed, but 50% of that 50 million that they're willing to claim, 50% of those jobs have been eliminated. So what are they going back to? What will they go back to? We have an opportunity here for you tonight that allows you to grow an economy right under your roof, your own home-based business. The home-based business is the number one attraction in the wealth building platform because it allows you to take advantage of all the tax codes that were designed, and the tax codes were designed to literally give you the benefit. It gives you the benefit of being the economist, meaning tax codes are designed for people who contribute to the economy, and those who do not contribute to the economy are punished with taxation. Now, I don't mean that taxes aren't needed for roads and highways and tree lining streets and creating beautiful foliage and helping wildlife and helping to preserve. We're not talking about that. That's a necessary part of any nation, any society. But we're talking about the overburden of tax of the rank and file citizen because we were trained into a process of just being employees. We were trained in a process of being workers. So being a wealth builder from home, building a home-based business allows you to take advantage of the tax codes because the tax codes were literally written for you. So we're going to talk about that down the road, but let's talk about this power, this thing called gold. Now, in case you don't know or understand, gold always goes up at zero interest rates. Now, you must note that central banks have started printing up all this money, right? So you hear about all these stimuluses and all these checks that are supposed to be coming, but America has reportedly printed over $827 billion of paper beyond its ability. It outpaces its own gross national product, its development product. That means America is already broke and they extended their brokenness with paper. What can you do with paper? But when you have gold, that's the magic that was behind the paper. And now you can have the gold in your hands. Okay, zero interest rate policies are unsettling to investors. Thankfully, gold is the way out, and Carabal's International offers solutions to not only you, the individual, but to every investor who's trying to safeguard and save their business, save their schools, their churches, their hospitals, their clinics, their law professions, their engineering programs. All this can happen when you're fortified in gold. Gold permanently improves the life of any individual. And Carabal's is very clear. It's the world leader in gold trading. As a Carabal's affiliate with your home-based business, you quickly fulfill your life's dreams. You will accompany it, and we accompany you every step of the way. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Gold is such an attracting power. It's considered an elixir of life. No precious metal is more fascinating than gold. Nothing binds people more. It is an attracting force. It can change life permanently in every single aspect. Gold is the protection against loss of value. Do you know that gold is mentioned in the Bible 417 times? Silver is mentioned 320 times. Money is mentioned 120 times. But nowhere from Genesis to Revelation does it say cash, does it say dollars, does it say Washington, does it say Benjamins, does it say grants, does it, none of that is in, you don't find the book of Grant, God gives you his money. He gives you that which is incorruptible and indestructible. Gold is as God is forever. And he makes it available to us in a way that was never enjoyed by the masses before. See, the paper was used because paper represented that bulky bullion that you see pictured. It represented that. People couldn't carry that around in their wallets. They couldn't carry it around in their purses. So it was tied to the asset. Gold is an asset, folks. Asset is a value instrument that appreciates over time, meaning the longer you hold it, the more value it gains over its years. Can you say that about the dollar? The dollar works in reverse. You need something that gives you more bang and gives your dollar more bang, and you tie it to gold. And in this opportunity, you're allowed to do just that. This is how investors survive trade wars. War is on the horizon. There's no doubt about it. People are claiming one did something to the other to produce this pandemic. In the meantime, there are other negotiations going on trying to figure out how to get out of under certain trade agreements. There's other arguments that are on the table, how to get people to be more secure about the coffers that, how to enrich their coffers rather. Central banks, institutions are trying to get a hold of Bitcoin investments and trying to get a hold of stocks and bonds and reel all this in. They're trying to make people accountable for the loss in society. I'm gonna share this with you about debt. Debt runs this society, as Dr. Seiss says. Debt is a system of poverty. My father taught us that poverty is punishment for a crime you didn't commit. You're born into a world that is operating off of a training platform that encourages you to just continue to work and manage debt. Your dollar bill carries a bunch of serial numbers on the front. In the back of the dollar bill, on the back of it rather, it says, "In God we trust." You turn the dollar bill over and they're trusting in the Federal Reserve note. That's the God they're talking about. That serial number that's on the dollar bill tracks the amount of debt that's growing in every nation. Your Social Security number tracks the movement of the debt every tax season, every time you spend, every bank account you open, every credit line you encourage. In the world of carrot bars, we don't need your Social Security number and we don't need your dollar. Listen, do you know that gold cannot carry debt and we are a debt-free company? And when you come to this free opportunity, that's right, free folks, all that's required is your name, your phone number, your mailing address, okay? Your email address. You choose a username, you choose a password, you offer your birth date, and you are positioned, poised to do business in more than 140 countries around the world. In fact, to date, we're doing business in 149 countries. We don't just carry a passport. We have government agreements that allows us to utilize our gold as a currency. Carabas International is the #1 client of FedEx. Everywhere in the world that the gold is deliverable, everywhere in the world our products are deliverable, FedEx brings it to your door. We've had contracts with the Vatican, where we supplied more than 300,000 grams of gold in commemorative branding cards of the then Pope John Paul II. We have exclusive agreements with MasterCard, private MasterCard. We have exclusive agreements with so many different levels of institutions, because it is always understood that gold is money. More and more investors are saving in gold. Central banks are now getting into gold and they're hoarding the gold because they see the collapse coming to their future. Now, Dr. Seiss showed us 2 books at the beginning. the future of money and think big. In the future of money, he talked about a digitized stage. He talked about a life of a new currency, a new system. America in particular has been under digital currencies, the world really, but America has been under digital currencies for the last 40 years. We don't think of it that way, but that's what it is. You're not writing checks anymore. You're not carrying as much cash as you used to. The average citizen carries at least 12 cards in their wallet or purse, whether it be a credit card or a debit card, whether it be expired or whether it has any value, whether it's a closed account or open account. The average US citizen carries 12 cards with magnetic stripes in their wallets or on their purses. The future of money is here, but it's here in a way that no one else has ever introduced, because our money is gold.
First.
That's cash gold, folks. This is our gold. Each cash gold card is equipped with a blacklight authentication feature on the front. It's physical because this is physical gold. It's not an ETF, right? It's not a paper that promises you that you have money somewhere in the sky in the sweet by and by that you can get after you die. No, this is sound on the ground while you're still around. It's a physical entity. It can be stored for free in your private virtual office that you receive with your free gold savings account at no cost to you, or you can push a button and have it delivered to your home. It's digital as well because it can be used like digital currency in purchase with our ecosystem, and it's convertible. Cash gold can be exchanged for cash within the ecosystem without having it shipped home to you. You have so many options in a world of economic collapse. There's a if you're familiar with the science of physics, it says for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when a fall occurs, a rise begins. In the wealth transfer, when someone loses money, others are gaining money. It's just switching hands, folks. Now, where we were once the bottom rail, now we come to the head because we have God's money as an accent to surviving and be living beyond the pandemic, living beyond the collapse, and having the means because we have financial refuge in our world of Caraballs International. Well, how do we make it work? Well, there's tremendous amount of compensation in this opportunity, unlike anything else you may have ever experienced in your life. Nobody rewards you more than Caraballs International, because what Dr. Seiss understands and what our wealth building founders understand, that you cannot ever outpace inflation with earning a daily wage. You know, it's impossible to outpace, or outdistance yourself from inflation. You can't have a linear income and expect to survive with the paper that you enjoy. Listen, linear means active income. Whatever you earn between clocking in and clocking out, that's linear. Linear flat line. That's a flat line income. Cost of living goes up every day, right? But your income stays flat line. No one offers you more. In fact, have you ever been made to consider, folks, how expensive it is to keep a job? Now, I'm not saying jobs aren't necessary, but I want you to think about this maybe when you negotiate for the next one, if that's your choice. Think about it. You got to get your hair done. You got to be clean. You got to have the proper clothes or uniforms, depending on the job. You have to have transportation there. You need lunch. You need money for breaks. You need all these things, and all these things are taxed. And these things happen every day that you work. But guess what does not happen? a wage increase that allows you to meet the needs that weren't calculated into you taking the job in the first place. So you're already behind the 8 ball, though you look good, smell good, ride good. Your debt reflects another reality. And how about the fact that you're taxed for everything that you touch? The employee has an obligation of 40% taxation. It's a responsibility that comes with you if you don't know how to manipulate through that. If you're self-employed, meaning you own the job, you have a debt responsibility of 60%. But in our world of wealth building, see, we're on the other side of money. The people that are talking to you right now, we're on the other side, okay? Where we all used to be brokers, meaning broker than the other person. We're no longer the broker, we're the wealthier. We're on the other side of money, where money works for us. When you find yourself tied to a system that works for you, a system that respects both your leverage and your growth, that system allows you a reduced tax liability or responsibility, but it increases the wealth. Remember, where there's a fall, there's a rise. You fall in tax responsibility, you gain in wealth accumulation. When you invest in yourself, then you eliminate taxes altogether because you find yourself making money work for you as opposed to you working for money. And let me give you this news flash. Y'all listening? We do not want your money. We want you to want your money. But in order for that to happen successfully for you or anybody, you have to know what money is. Now, I talk to you about the power of mentorship, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Mr. and Mrs. Val and Ty and Valerie Best, they are the founders of this wonderful, unique culture known as Wealth Builders Worldwide. And what do? We're not only saving gold, we not only tell a lot of people, we not only make a lot of money, but we know how to save it, preserve it, grow it, protect it, and we know how to leverage it. This week, on the 14th of July past, Mr. Best has celebrated 25 years of freedom in America. He doesn't punch a clock anywhere. He's been free from corporate America for 25 years. His wife, free prior to him, hasn't had a job since Ronald Reagan was president. Many of you now on the stream don't even know who Ronald Reagan was. Okay, he was a cowboy that thought he was king. You can Google the rest. 37 years they've been in the network marketing field. He was already free when Caribars came along, but he never made as much money as he has, and he's not here to talk about money. He will be here, but he's not going to talk to you about money, I don't think. But I can talk about it. He has never been so highly compensated in a system like Caribars International. Now, many of you for years used to go out to all kinds of seminars and programs and pay thousands upon thousands of dollars, get all kinds of books and materials, come away with tapes, CDs, and packages on how to get rich and how to do it quick and how to do X, Y, and Z. And you found yourself paying more and gaining less. The value of what we have, we get paid to share it. So we tell everybody, listen, in order for it to really work, you have to know your why. Thus, you have the Dream Chaser Manifesto. It's a book, a small, simple, powerful, poignant, actual fact book. It gives you the ABCs of surviving a jungle of non-dreamers. Mr. Best tells you best himself, if you pardon the pun, in just his explanation here.
You're in the right place at the right time. Prepare yourself to take advantage of it. I want to leave you one last thought, and I've said this so many times before, and I'll say it again. I'd rather chase a dream with passion, with energy, have something I'm excited about every single day, and chase that dream all my life that never comes true, than to live life without a dream at all. It's worth it. Elevate this thing to a priority in your life and make it happen. Good day.
It doesn't get any plainer than that, folks. But here, he didn't just stop with himself. That power couple produced another power couple. This is Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Manisha Dalco. They are one of the many Carabar's automatic long-term incentive winners. They earned that vehicle that's behind them in that picture. They've earned that Mercedes-Benz C300 class vehicle, a 40,000 euro dollar valued vehicle, which is roughly almost very close to 50,000 US. Do you know that in Wealth Builders and in Carabar's International, there are many long-term programs, many long-term gifts in these programs, and you have an option to either accept the gift or accept its value is worth in gold. What do you think a wealth builder would do? That's just something for you to consider as you consider how you go about getting your free gold savings account. Now, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die, right? Well, Mr. Dalco says this: if you don't find out what real money is, you will work until you die. You no longer have to go about the paper chase, folks. Look, anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. Now, we already told you this at the beginning. You heard it from Dr. Seiss. You heard it when we opened with Brother Paul. You're going to hear it from me again. Gold is money. Let that resonate. Let's take that back. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Gold is money. It's the tier 1 asset, folks. It is the premier asset class, meaning it is impossible for it to carry debt. It is impossible for it to carry risk because it is the purest of assets. Oh yeah, there's different asset classes. Okay, so you better get your asset over here and understand the power of what you have. Fine jewelry, precious stones are considered an asset. But if the jeweler cuts it the wrong way and the light refraction is no longer there, that stone, that gem has lost its value. That doesn't qualify as a tier 1 asset because there's a loss involved and the risk of loss. Fine art is considered a tiered asset. Let there be a domestic dispute or a squabble and someone runs a blade through that fine Picasso, or if a fire takes place and you don't have it in a fire retardant protected environment and it burns up, your value, your asset is gone. That is not a tier 1 no risk asset. But when you have gold, even the gold dust in carat bars makes you money. Every aspect of it has value. You can't destroy it. You can't, you can melt it down and it will still hold value. It is the absolute no risk asset and we have it. Now, the beauty about mentorship, Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco both offered us what is known as a group economic strategy. That group economic strategy allows us to combine leverage, the leverage of gold, meaning we exchange our paper dollars while it still has some value for its weight in gold. Listen, if I ask you for a change of $1 and I give you a dollar bill and you give me 4 quarters or 10 dimes or 20 nickels or 100 pennies if you're so inclined, you can't get coins anywhere now. Understand they took coins out the store. They're accepting your dollars, but they're not giving you any coins back. There's a coin shortage. Guess what else is going to be a shortage of? Valuable paper. I'm just trying to prepare you now, trying to get you ahead of this thing. We want you to dig your well before you need the water. We are so far ahead of time that it puts us right on time to make this presentation to you because we have everything in place. So when you exchange coins for $1, that's an exchange. I didn't buy anything from you and you didn't buy anything from me, but this is what you gain in the world of Carabar's and as a wealth builder. You are exchanging the paper for the gold, so you're creating leverage. Because now, whatever paper you had, you now exchange it for a real portion or instrument of money that you can utilize through different platforms. You saw what the cash gold looked like, but you're also combining it with exponential growth. Because this is an opportunity that you want to share with not just everybody, but everybody. Okay, so moving right along, we're going to show you how you can build both financial security and independence with a home-based business in Caraballs International. We're going to show you how you protect yourself in this hedge against crisis. And we're going to show you how to do all that with your free gold savings account, because this is where you learn how to make the money. Gold is money. All right. Now, here's my disclaimer. We're not financial advisors here. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. You heard Mr. Best describe the dream. Well, I will tell you this. Without a dream, you have very little places to go. It's like a man who wants to know what time it is, but it doesn't matter if you have nowhere to go. A dream gets you in motion. When you have the dream, when you have determination and desire, when you have the discipline to see it through, you will then find your way to financing and guaranteeing of income, because it does depend on you. Now, we talked about leverage and exponential growth. We want to talk now, we talked about the leveraging of gold, but now we want to talk to you about the leveraging of people. Why we tell everybody. J. Paul Getty is the first documented billionaire in the hills of North America. He says, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Everything operates off of exponential growth. Everything operates off of the wealth principle. You live in a world of abundance, and the God that created it operates off the same wealth principle, because he utilizes the fowl of the air, the fish of the sea, the animals that walk across the earth, the human beings on two legs who he's given freedom of will and freedom of choice. He's allowed all these entities, the air we breathe, the water we swim and ride on, the land that we walk and build upon. He's allowed all this, the vegetation, the growth, the trees, the plants, the gardens. He's allowed all these things to be utilized in concert to bear witness to his creation, to bear witness to who he is. He, the God, the creator, whatever you call him in the universe, he is the number one networker. He is the number one wealth principle, because he's allowed abundance to come from him. And now we, the recipients of it, the children of abundance, we now get to replicate his majesty through his money. So we talked to you about the free gold savings account. That free gold savings account, even in a free position, comes with what's known as a unilevel bonus. I mean, how do you get a bonus against something that's free? Look at this. You have a free gold savings account, right? That means you signed up for free, went on through that, but then you sponsor at least 5 people. Sponsor meaning you tell people and you get them to sign up with you. It's a referral, folks. Now, don't be iffy or squeamish about referrals. You give referrals each and every day of your life, but how many of you ever get paid for the referrals you give? You read a good book, you tell somebody about it. You had a good dining experience, you tell somebody about that restaurant. You see a good movie and it was safe and secure, you refer people to that theater. The theater didn't pay you, the restaurant didn't pay you, and the book that you read, that publisher didn't pay you. Here, you're referring what everybody needs, and you get paid to do it. So you have your free gold saving account, you sponsor 5 people, and you save gold for yourself. Now, what comes with the magic here? What's the magic? The magic is you just tell the same people you sponsor to do what you've done. And do you know that at the end of each Caraballs month, you can earn potentially up to 6% commission into infinity. Infinity means forever. I'm not talking about the car. You can literally earn forever, lifelong, and beyond you, because Caraballs International is a willable asset. You can literally will to your loved ones, to your future generations. You could even leave it to the business that you opened under your own gold savings account. Listen. When you want to unlock the full compensation plan, you can activate the entire system by acquiring a package. You're already saving in gold. That saving in gold allows you to exchange the gold you're saving for one of these beautiful asset-bearing packages. You can have a VIP, a gold, a silver, a bronze. They're all making millionaires. It's just a matter of how fast and how soon you want to get there. See, the business model or the concept behind the packages are very simple. These are our multi-gold packages, and they come with pure gold in them. They're digitally placed on your account, and with a push of a button, you can have it delivered to you. But when you secure one of these packages, you have gold placed automatically in your account. It also gives you a status that allows you a certain measure of payout dependent upon which status package you acquire. So you get a package, you're already saving in gold, you're telling people, and then what's going to happen? From your laptop, from your computer, from your desktop, from your tablet, from your phone, boom, the money's going to just jump out at you, folks, because what's going to happen is the people are duplicating what you do, so it gets you paid. Now, there is a one-time out-of-cost experience, out-of-pocket rather, cost that you experience in acquiring one of these packages. But it is almost guaranteed that the packages already carry enough gold in them, along with who you get to duplicate what you're doing and saving, to more than pay for the package that is acquired. So you can get a hold of that VIP package. They all come with gold. The VIP packages come with gold, they come with units, and they come with bonus discount cards that allows you to offer a discount to the next individual as well as utilize for yourself, so you can get a discount against the gold that you save on a regular, consistent monthly basis. And it goes all the way down the line to silver and bronze. Now there we do have a package one, that's a starter package that doesn't give you the status bearing. You want a status bearing package. It does give you a start. It gives you a leg up. It does come with gold. Why are these called multi-gold packages? They're called multi-gold packages, not only because they come with gold, but everyone you get to acquire a package, you get a gold match for. Now, I want to say this, that the system also allows you to retain the status lifelong. So if you're a bronze, you can be a bronze status for life, and except when you decide you want to be a silver. You can decide to be a gold. When you decide to be a VIP, which is the top of the compensation plan. VIP is where everybody wants to be. You heard Brother mention, Brother Eric, and VIP. I almost did a happy dance before I came on, because VIP is the place you want to be. The dual team status is retained for life, and there are no monthly fees or sales requirements at any time to remain qualified to earn income. All right, so each one of these packages not only come with gold, but if it comes with a status, you also obtain matching gold bonuses. Karatbars gives you free gold. We're the only company that provides free gold and free gold cryptocurrency, gold-backed cryptocurrency, to our affiliates who make the opportunity available to others. You can be a millionaire by choice. You can be a millionaire by accident in this opportunity. That's how good it gets. So each package that has a bronze to a VIP has generational bonuses attached to them. So that means for 7 generations in, you can earn anywhere from a 0.4, meaning not 0.4, but 1.5 grams of gold, all the way down to 1/10 of a gram of gold. And don't think that's a little thing. If you have a $5 bill, hell, if you have a $100 bill, guess what you can't do? You can't pull a magic trick to make that $100 bill worth $1,000 or $1 million or $10 million. You couldn't get that $100 to actually be worth $100 because it's a declining piece of paper. But 1/10 of a gram of gold is 1/10 of a gram of gold. That means it makes up 1/10 of 10 tenths. So if a gram of gold is $2,000, your 1/10 of a gram is now worth $200, and you only paid in it. You get started today, you're not paying, or not paying, you're not exchanging more than $7 US to achieve it. How many times will you give up your cup of coffee for 1/10 of a gram of gold? I won't tell you how many times I've done it, but I want you to know I'm extremely comfortable as a result of it. You can be too. Now, it also comes with direct commissions. This dual system is so awesome, family. See, this is where exponential growth and leverage meet on a whole nother platform. I see some of our fine associates here. So imagine I now make a package available to Mr. Perkins, and Mr. Perkins said, all right, Mr. Eric, I like what you're saying. I'm going to get that VIP package from you. Well, I get a 10% commission for that. And I congratulate Mr. Perkins, and I say, Mr. Perkins, keep saving in gold and get 2 people to do what you're doing. Or for this example, just go get another person. So Mr. Perkins goes out and he gets Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart said, man, I like what you're saying. I should have done it when I first heard this. I even introduced Eric to the opportunity, the program. I don't know why I didn't get a package then. I'll get one from you, Mr. Perkins. Mr. Stewart gets the package. What happens? Mr. Glenn now gets 10%, and he encourages Mr. Stewart to go out and do what he did, and I get 3%, and I didn't do anything in that conversation. You understand? But it gets even better. I see the Shotos in the house. Mr. Stewart driving along. You know, he's in Georgia, but he's making his way down to Jackson, and he sees, I don't know where he might see him at, but he might see Mr. Shoto in one of those beautiful Whataburgers near you. And he said, hey, Mr. Shoto, I got an opportunity for you that's going to knock you off your feet, man. You get paid to save your own money. Do you know that you save your money in gold? You can get paid 5 times a month. He said, man, you had me at gold. I'm in. Mr. Shoto gets a package from Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart now gets a 10% commission. Mr. Perkins gets a 3% commission. And now I get a 2% commission. And I wasn't even there for those conversations. That's all the way in the SIP, baby. That's Mississippi. He left Georgia, or he might just got on his phone. I'm nowhere near any of them. And I'm making money. I might have been turning over to sleep. I might have been watching. No, I don't watch much TV. I might have just been in good conversation with my wife. We might have been having a family dinner. Ain't no telling what's going on. But I tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not working. Look, this is where it gets real sweet, because now you're talking about exponential growth. You ready? So I got 2% commission off of Mr. Stewart making it available to Mr. Shoto. But if you're anything like me, or like Mr. Perkins, or like Mr. Stewart, or like Mr. Shoto, you will know and understand that we didn't talk to just one person. See, this thing is so bedbug good, just straight up crazy. If you talk to 10 people, not if, I talk to 10 people, and I got 10% commission from 10 people. And what did I do with them? I said, save gold, get a package, tell 2 other people. But for the sake of this exercise, they only told 1. So 10 people went out, and as a result, they told 100 people. What happened for me? I now get a 3% commission from 100 people. But those 100 people will now do exactly what I did with the 10 people, and now I will earn a 2% commission off of 1,000 people. Now, if I wasn't there for Mr. Shoto, and I wasn't there for Mr. Stewart, and I barely speak to Mr. Perkins, you know darn well I'm not going to know who the 1,000 people are, and I'm not going to care, because I'm getting more than what society could have ever given me, more than whatever a paycheck could have given me. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up with no chaser. You can earn a wage, you'll earn a living. You earn a profit, you earn a fortune. You can do that here with gold. Now, that's leverage and exponential growth. And on top of it, you have digital discount cards, those bonus cards that allows you to give a discount to the next individual that acquires the package. It discounts the package, it makes it more affordable for them, and it already comes with gold and everything else. But what does not get discounted is your commission. Do you know you earn a full commission against the purchase price or the list price of it? Lord have mercy. And you got the dual team bonuses. Y'all got me going to church now. I'm about to go to the church of hoop and holler. I'm trying to be cool. Because when Mr. Best comes before you, whoo, that's when we got to pull out the sawdust and get the fans going. Look, the dual team bonus works just like this. You have 2 teams. You have a left team and a right team, or left side or right side, or A and B, whatever you like to call it. But every time anyone on your left or right team acquires gold packages or other products, it creates what's known as units. Enough units will get you money. So when you have 25 units on one side and 50 on the other, it creates what's known as a DTP. Now that's music in our heads, in our hearts, those of us who are wealth builders, those of us in the opportunity. But DTP stands for dual team payout. That means you have the commitment and the contributions from both sides of your teams that are producing leverage. So with 25 units on one side, 50 units on the other, it does not matter which side it comes from. When that combination hits, a DTP is issued to you. A dual team payout hits your account, your own private account. Don't nobody know what you got. No IRS or IRS, none of that stuff. You know exactly what you get, and only you know it unless you share with somebody else. A bronze status will get you 40 euros. A 50 euro is issued in silver, 60 in gold, and 80 euros in VIP. Now, in case you don't know what that means in US dollars, in 80 euros is roughly $101, $102 thereabout, depending on the value of the currency. Okay, but you may not think much of that. But I want you to understand again the power of leverage and exponential growth. Many of us have jobs. I used to have one of those things. Okay, I'm not putting it down, but when I realized I had no need for it, Well, no need to go back. But look, when you work your pay period and then you get your check or your direct deposit, can you call your employer and say, excuse me, I got my direct deposit. No, everything is fine. But would you do me a favor and just repeat it maybe 80 or 90 more times today so I can enjoy what I've earned? They're not going to do that. You can't walk into the employer and say, yeah, I got the check for last week's pay period. Can you multiply it by 10? Can you give me 10 more of those? That's not going to happen. They'll give you a straight jacket for the funny farm. That's what they'll give you. Or they'll give you something, they'll call law enforcement and claim you're trespassing. Look, in the world of carry bars, dual team payouts work this way. I want you to pay attention to the screen. You can literally earn up to 180,000 payouts a week. 180,000. So if you're holding a bronze status, you can earn anywhere from $1.3, $1.4 million a week. Now that might be chump change for you. That's okay. That's why we have a VIP. It's just a matter of the size of your dream and whether you're ready to run. And just like the savings plan, the free gold savings account, it runs into infinity. Okay. And then you have the matching bonus. I'm not talking about the gold matching bonus. I'm talking about a cash bonus. Well, how do you get a cash bonus? Well, it runs in generations, just like the status bearing packages of the gold match. But how it really works here, every time somebody that you brought to the organization gets paid a dual team payout, guess what you'll get? You'll get a matching bonus. You get a 5% commission in your account because someone else got paid. Now, there's at least seven immediate streams of income that we can talk about in the world of carry bars. I only introduced 4 to you, really 5. And there's literally 20 to 30 ways you can get paid at any one given time. It's just a massive, massive undertaking, and the product is money. And we thank God for the coming of Dr. Sykes, making that availability to us, making that opportunity available for us. Oh, I'm sorry. How do we get paid? Yeah, you might need one of these. This is your personalized global MasterCard that's made available to you so you can handle all your day-to-day activities. And all of it's a write-off in the world of carry bars, folks. But you'll learn more about that after you get your free gold savings account and get plugged in. Then you also earn free gold. Well, how do you do it from the free position? I'm glad you asked. Boy, y'all asked some great questions. Okay, so everybody you bring to the opportunity, they duplicate what you're doing. Do you know after 12 months of consecutive savings, if you save at least 1 gram of gold a month, every month for 12 months, and you encourage your teams to do the same, do you know after 12 months, you can find yourself earning up to 25 grams of gold a month? Free. Carry bars will ship it to you. I got a shipment the other, I still haven't opened it. But they'll ship it right to you. They'll ship, listen to it. It's gold in them hills, baby. I'm telling you, they'll ship it right to you. Listen. That long-term incentive program that I talked to you about and the power that's in it, soon as you sign up for your free gold savings account, that tabulation is happening on your behalf. The system calculates how much money you bring to the system, how much you save in gold, how much you get others to save in gold, how much you get others to acquire packages. And guess what happens? You get rewarded. See the Dalcos there in the bottom left of that picture? That's what they earn through this long-term incentive program. Now, I remember I asked you, what do you think a wealth builder did when they got a hold of a vehicle worth 40,000 euros and had the opportunity to exchange it for its worth and its value in gold? They took the gold, folks, because you can always get a car. At a certain point, you're going to want a driver and not going to need it. They took the gold. Look, you can earn anywhere in carry bars from this beautifully personalized, crafted leather bag all the way up to the Rolex watch. Now, look, Dr. Sykes picks out the watch himself and gives it to you personally. Congratulations to brother Big William, Big Pill, you know, brother, oh Lord, I'm losing the name, Roger Williams, known as the Big Pill. He earned the Rolex watch just a couple of days ago. Congratulations to him. My wrists are still bare. I refuse to put something on until Dr. Sykes picks out that watch for me. himself, because that's how he awards the watches. He picks them out personally and makes them available. But you can also earn other incentives, the cars, and up to a $1 million US dollar, 750 euro, 750,000 euros. You can have a $1 million home built for you anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, folks. Okay, it'll be built for you, deed in your name, keys in your hand, free and clear. Caraballs are built from the ground up. Everybody in Caraballs right now are poised and positioned to earn a villa, not just for them, but if not in their lifetime, in the lifetime of their children or their children's children, someone will get that villa. Isn't that powerful? That's the system, folks. So Caraballs is a 9-year-old company based in Stuttgart, Germany, opened up in 2011. All right. We are operating now in 149 countries and we are growing. Our products are delivered directly to your doors through FedEx, and we have an exclusive partnership with MasterCard. We have more than 1 million affiliates around the world tearing this thing up, enjoying the opportunity and saving in gold and getting paid to save if they choose to. And check this out. There are 8 billion people in the world, so don't even think that the market is saturated. We haven't even got started yet. No one even sees us coming. And just to think that you are here with us today. You get, when I mentioned earlier with the free gold savings account, you get a state-of-the-art multi-million-dollar software at no cost to you that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your behalf to show you your gold account. How many times do you remember going to the ATMs, or if you're older, you used to have the ready teller? How many of y'all remember going to the ATM machine with your debit card, knowing you only deposited $4.50 in there, and you're using that card every day, 3 or 4 times a day to check the balance because you can do it through a telephone or you can look on the computer, only to lose money because every time you check the balance, they took a deduction out of it, okay? Here, we carry no debt. This is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operational software that allows you to track your money as you grow. It's a complete support system. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself, and there's no cost to register. It's free, folks. I don't know anything that costs less than free. But if you were to introduce something to me cost less than free, I wouldn't be interested, because this free opportunity is providing a legacy for me and mine for future generations to come. Their world will be better well after I'm gone because I was here today, and yours can be that reality as well. There are no mandatory fees, nothing, no monthly fees or expenses, and our product is money. 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold bullion. Now, we did mention you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And we absolutely mean that through this beautiful system of support. So take a screenshot of that, make your this opportunity available to everyone in your life, but by all means, position yourself and get your free gold savings account. Mr. Stewart, I want to thank you for the time that you afforded me, allow me to share. I'm straight away excited. I can't be any more excited than I am. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying my best to be cool because this thing has me absolutely amped in ways that I can't even explain. So thank you so much. You're still muted.
Okay, thank you, brother Eric. I really appreciate that, man. It's a great presentation. And I want to mention to everyone here, if you have any questions, you can ask your questions. But before we do that, I actually saw Mr. Best on the line. Am I correct?
So there's a man, the myth, the living legend himself.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mr. Best, you there?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Best. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Mr. Stewart. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good, good. I'm just relaxed, sir. I just enjoyed the presentation, Brother Muhammad, and I'm telling you, man, it was. I mean, you covered it all. I'm sitting there watching myself. You know, every time somebody do the presentation, I get excited. I go, man, this thing is just it's so simple. It's so encompassing. It's so much, and then it's so simple. It's 3 simple tasks everybody can do. Everybody needs to do number 1. Everybody can do. So I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm just hanging out with you guys. You know, I got the other presentation, of course, at 9 o'clock tonight. The live presentation tonight at goldrocks.info. Let's see, what else can I mention to you tonight? I really have anything to say. Let me say this. I will say this, folks. Look, great presentation, great afternoon. And you guys know the main thing I'm always talking about is you got to have a dream. You got to have something that you want, something you're excited about. And today, I had a busy day today, but I got a message today that said this main thing is, truly the main thing is the dream. And when you're excited about something, it will help focus your desire, your energy, everything in a consistent direction. But Brother Eric put out, there's only 3 things we do. And I say, I'm gonna keep talking about these 3 things. After you got the dream out the way, after you registered, you set up your account, you got your KYC, after you get all those things out of the way, there are 3 little simple things that everybody can do. And all everyone has to do is do those 3 things, and everybody on this call will be free and be a millionaire if they want to be. Okay, and that is number 1, get a package. Number 2, set yourself up on auto save to pay yourself first every single month, at least once a month. And then step 3 is to teach everybody you run across how to do steps 1 and 2. Everyone that you're interested in, how to do steps 1 and 2. And wait a minute, and then I could ask them, and do those 3 steps with a sense of urgency over and over and over again. I'm telling the same stories today that I was telling 6 years ago when I got in Carrot Bars. I'm actually telling the same stories I've been telling for the same 37 years, is that you want to be free. And I'm telling my story, okay? Steve Harvey, I don't know how many saw this post that Steve Harvey said. He said he told the same jokes for 25 years. He said he told the same jokes when people were paying him $15 a night. The same jokes at $25 a night. The same jokes at $250 a night. The same jokes at $500 a night. The same jokes at $250,000 a night. The exact same jokes. Well, in many ways, this business is the same way. You're telling the exact same story. You're telling my story. You're telling Eric's story. You're telling Mr. Dalco's story. You're telling your story over and over and over again, almost till it drives you insane. You feel like, I'm actually getting paid. And what's really going to blow your mind is when you find yourself making 5, 10 grand a month. And you think to yourself, wait a minute now. Now I'm making 10 grand a month, saying the same thing I said when I was making 0, when I was just getting started. Why? Because now it's not just you telling your story. You create a team and you use that leverage, that linear income, that exponential growth, that J. Paul Getty leverage that Brother Muhammad talked about. That's working to your advantage. Then all of a sudden, you're saying the same, I'm saying the same thing right now today that I was saying 6 years ago. I just get paid a lot more to do it. And really rephrase that, Paul, Mr. Stewart. You know, I'm not getting paid a lot more because the story I'm telling today is not paying me today. I'm getting paid today for what I did 5 and 6 years ago. Does that make sense? And let me tell you guys, man, I don't have much to say, but let me say this. Mr. Duggan, I'm so freaking turned on right now with all the stuff that's coming out. We can't even explain it to you. But you understand, we stepped out on faith 6 years ago when, I hate to say all we had, because that was enough. All we had was a bronze, silver, gold package, VIP package. No matching bonus, no direct commission 3 generations deep, no matching gold, okay, no matching bonuses 7 generations deep. We had no crypto to talk about. We had no crypto coin coming out. And we built a fortune in the first years with just a 1 gram, 2.5, 5 gram card. Okay, we had the multi-gram pack out there as well. Some people came in and bought $5,000, $10,000 of gold. I will admit that. But that's about it. Now we got all this stuff. And by the time you explain everything to everybody, you got 3 hours with them. That's why I said keep it simple. But all you do is keep it simple and build your team. And every time Dr. Harold Sipes' financial genius brain adds something. I mean, I've been in 6 years, folks. When he added the premium package, some you don't know about that, don't worry about it. Man, my income. Then he came back, he added the VIP exclusive. And oh my God, things went crazy. It was like, income went through the roof. And the bigger the team got. And then he added the coin. Income went through the roof again. Team exploded again. And now we got the V999 coming out. I'm telling you, don't wait till it explodes. Build your foundation now. Keep going right now. Get as many people you possibly can on your team now. Get a sense of urgency about what you're doing now. So when the marketplace start to understand how incredible this coin is that's tied directly to gold, your income explodes. Man, how did you get the 20 grand a month? How did you get 15 grand a month? So I was working before everybody believed. That's it. I'm gonna hang around while you guys ask me questions. By the way, you guys do know me now. I don't know the answers to anything. My answer typically, I don't know. Okay. I get cryptocurrency questions. People ask about the coin all the time in the store. I go, I don't know. I say, I tell you what I do know. What? I got 10 million plus coin. That's what I know. I know how to get them, but if you want me to explain cryptocurrency to you, I haven't read the book yet. I bought the book. I bought Cryptocurrency for Dummies. I bought Cryptocurrency Made Easy. I haven't figured out any of them yet. I got all that stuff. I know how to get the coin. Okay. So anyway, back to you, Mr. Stewart. I'm gonna be quiet.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Best. That was a great story. Hey, what I would like for everybody to do now is, well, first of all, I want you to get back to the person who, or get back with the person who invited you to this call. But we're going to go ahead on and take a little bit of questions and see if we can get some answers for you. Anybody got any questions out there?
And Mr. Stewart, in deference and respect to the time of Mr. Best, we do know that we had the 9 p.m. Presentation was little less than an hour from now.
Yeah.
On www.goldrocks.info. So maybe we can organize the questions through the chat and then allow them to raise their hand for the Q&A, to raise their hand, and then you can select them and maybe just have a fixed amount of questions you take so we can get through it rather expeditiously. Not trying to rush and not trying to impose on you, but many of your questions will be answered in the full presentation that Mr. Best is going to give in just a short moment.
Okay. So if anybody have any questions for us, go ahead and type your questions in the chat box, and we'll see if we can get all your questions answered. If not, what we're going to do is that, write your questions down and get back with the person who invited you, and you can give your questions to them, and it can be answered at a later time. And I'll make sure that all your questions get answered. Anybody have any questions?
Hey, Mr. Stewart, I see a lot of new faces. And for those who know this is their first presentation,
right?
I would say if they had questions, go ahead and ask those questions too. Try to get about this, especially if it's something that's holding you back. Throw that question out there and let's get it out in open. Okay, and I will do my best. I will not be curt or smart and by the way, and I'm quick. Anybody who know me now, I'm quick to say, I don't know. Okay, but if I know, I will tell you. Or at least give my opinion, what I think is happening, what's going on, or where we're going. Or why I think, look, 37 years of experience. I've been full-time in this industry for 25 years. Brother Muhammad made the statement that this is the most money I've made in the industry. I won't say this is the most money I've made. I would say this is the most net worth I've built. Two different things. You see, I made $1 million in 14 months in another program. But I built very little net worth in that 14 months. Okay, I have made way more money than that here in Carrot Bars. But the thing I'm most impressed with in Carrot Bars is the net worth. I make this statement, I say that Carrot Bars is the first thing I've ever done in my life that put me in that position where I truly, truly, truly don't know how much money I have. Woo. Okay, now that may not make a lot of sense to you, but those who've heard me tell the story about sitting in class with Bill Ford III, and I'm as ignorant as I can be. And I asked him how much money he got. And the man said, I don't know, somewhere between $35, $40 million, somewhere, maybe 45 million. And I'm 22 years old going, how do you not know how much money you got? Because I've been broke all my life. I know exactly how much money, I know exactly how much money I had. Okay. I know how much in my pocket. I knew it was in my savings account. It was 1977, 78. I knew it was in my savings account, my bank account. I knew. He says, and he said to me point blank, with a smile, he said, well, if you know how much money you got, it's obvious you don't have enough money.
My Lord.
God, see, that's elevated thought process in the money room. I'm like, what do you mean? You don't know how much money, what do you mean? And he said, well, when you got that kind of money, you got money tied up in stocks, you got money in bonds, you got money in a lot of financial things and buildings. And one day your net worth is 42 million. Next day you got 39 million. Next day you got 46 million. He said, a lot, you don't feel it. You don't feel it because your money's tied up in a lot of things that produce money, lose money, and you don't really feel it because you got that much money. I said, oh, well, I've been in pursuit of that from the time he told me that was possible too. And all the things I've done, I retired at 40 years old, been retired for 25 years and made a lot of money with Carrot Bars. You ask me right now, how much gold you got? I don't know. How much corn you got? I don't know. 10 million plus, I don't know. Okay. How much gold you got coming from Germany? I don't know. How much gold you got stored in Germany? I have to go to 5 accounts to look it up. How much money in your pocketbook in your pocket right now? I really watch. You think I'm kidding? Watch this. I don't know. $200-$300. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just grab some money and stick. Look. There's a 10. So I'm trying to tell you, this is your Carrot Bars lifestyle. Boomer told me, said, Carrot Bars gonna mess. Oh, look, there's a 20. There's a 10. There's some 5s. There's some 1s. Oop, there's a $100 bill. Oop, there's another $100 bill. That's terrible. And I mean, you really truly, I'm not boasting. I'm trying to tell you where you're going. This thing gonna mess you up. How you gonna count your money when you're earning free gold every month in the multi-gold package? How you gonna count your money when you get that V999 coin and it's paying you residual every month for every transaction the coin makes all over the world? How you know
life, Mr. Best?
When gold one day is $1,800, the next day is $1,900? You don't know. That's the world you're entering right now. Yes, sir. I'm done. Lord, I'm done.
You know, there's a couple of comments about the V999. May I just show you that coin real quick? That's our V999.
Wow. You know, guys, I tried. I don't like to feel like I'm hyping this thing. And you know, hey, Miss Roz Range, hey, Charles Ballard, hey, Mr. Cox, BJ, all the folks up here. You guys been around for a while. You OGs, you original gladiators, you know. This thing just keeps getting better and better. And it's something special to be in a company that's rock solid, where you've actually, I mean, I guarantee you, BJ, Mary Jordan Smith, I think Richard Shoto too. I know all you guys got a chance to meet the CEO. You're not in some company with some mysterious guy behind the scenes. Raj Range, I know, got pictures with. I mean, you got pictures. Doctor, I saw Dr. Sergio Rosell. Oh, there he is, damn man. Let Dr. Sergio, let Gold Director Elite 3 in multiple positions say hello to everyone, please, and Mr. Stewart, if you don't mind, let him hear from somebody else. That's Dr. Sergio down in the right, Gold Director Elite 3 in what, 2 positions or 3? I forget, man. In 2 or 3 positions. Not one, but 2 or 3. And I guarantee you, there aren't 3, 4 people in the company that's got that done. He in a class by himself. Okay. And I asked him earlier, I said, man, you want to jump on this call with us? Hey, Ms. Roz Range, girl, you looking cute as usual. Okay.
He ready.
But hey, there's Dr. Rosell.
Hey, Dr. Rosell.
Hello, hello. Hey, thank you. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Best? Hey, brother Eric Ture Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
This was, I mean, what can I say? This is absolutely fabulous. You know, it's awesome because, you know, we have so much going on. It's so exciting right now. And the way this thing just plays out in the Wealth Builders family, I mean, we're at the front of something that is just super, I mean, incredible. It's just an incredible thing. And I've never seen anything like it. I mean, in terms of, as far as business models go, you know, Carrot Bars actually, it does something that no other business, like a lot of other businesses don't do. It checks off all the boxes. You know, I used to be a business consultant for businesses, and I would help them, you know, double their business in 90 days. That was my claim to fame, right? Saw Carrot Bars International, like Mr. Best said, I saw 5 years ago. And what we had, I was about to say it as well. I was about to say all we had. We had the 3 weights of gold, which was the 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram gold bars. And then Dr. Seiss has done something where he's created categories. The innovation has taken us to other levels where all we have to do is just do the simple thing that Mr. Best teaches us, which is what? Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, and make a whole lot of money. Now, a whole lot can be relative to you, you know, and it's funny, isn't it funny watching Mr. Best try to figure out how much money he's made and he has? It's absolutely funny because, you know, even if he did know how much weight has actually gone through his pockets, you know, Mr. Muhammad, is something phenomenal because you still don't know how much you have because the gold continues to grow in value. I mean, last year, this time, $1,300 an ounce. Now we're over $1,800 an ounce. I challenge anybody, you know, anybody that's new, a guest, to kind of go back and talk to your financial advisor and see where they can put their money to get that kind of return. And when they tell you that there's nothing that's doing anything like that, that's your perfect segue for your entry to come right on into this business. And I'm excited. I see on here Mr. Glenn Perkins changing the world. So many phenomenal leaders. Thank you for just giving me an opportunity to say hello to everybody. You know, Roz Range, just so many great people. I thank you. I thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Best, and Team Audacity. I mean, just you have the audacity to be Team Audacity. It's something. So with that being said, thanks so much. If there's, you know, I'll stick around too if anybody has any questions for me. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. Thanks so much. Ahoo.
Ahoo. You're muted, Mr. Best.
I wasn't saying it, man, guys. I keep trying to tell you guys, man. I have to want me to start talking. I'm not. Bring somebody else up. Paul might want to say something. Is there a question in the queue from somebody? A question in the Q&A portion somebody might have? Okay. Now, let me say this. I will throw some stuff out there for you, especially for the new people. When I say get a sense of urgency, people always ask me, what do I mean? People always ask me, what do you mean by that? I mean, elevate this business to a place of priority. If there's any challenge a lot of new people have, they don't do that. They don't get that burn. Like when I first time I met Dr. Kenneth Weathersby, man, I could see the first time I met, I said, oh, he's on fire. See, you when you meet somebody just fat out on fire, you can tell they got that burn where they done rearrange all kinds of stuff they had going on. And the business is not number 8 in the priority list. Is rather than their top 3 or 4 things. You used to have this vertical line who say, God, family, your job, and then your business. God, family, those don't believe in God, okay, that ain't not getting up. I'm talking about my vertical alignment and many people who mentored me. God, family. Then your job. Your job actually comes for your business. Why? Because your job will be the thing that will finance your business. I know we talk about jobs like the dog. A job is a great thing when you need one. The only challenge is most people think they was to have one their entire life, and you don't. Okay, you can, but you don't have to. You understand? And so is that job, hey, my job for 12 years while I did this business, my job financed my way to get free. Okay, I use my job to what? Put gasoline in the car, to pay for the babysitters, to pay for the trips, to pay for the road trips, to buy the tools to build a business. My job paid for, but look, I'm gonna tell you something, it was right up there. Okay, I was at a funeral today, first cousin. Okay, people ask me, man, look, in between that funeral, I've done 4 Zooms around that funeral. Okay, people say, man, what's wrong? I say, hey, you know, it'll be okay. I went to the funeral. I attended the funeral. On the way to the funeral, I was doing a Zoom. Soon as I'm telling you, this is me. Now, this is me, and I'm already free. I'm like that. But I was worse before I was free. Okay, God, family, my job. I mean, when my job was over, I wasn't playing softball. I didn't bowl. I didn't hockey. I didn't picnic. I didn't go to Super Bowl parties. I was after freedom like a madman. And I talked to everything 98.6 and breathing. I didn't drag it out. That statement I make all the time, love everyone, wait on nobody. I was as sincere about that thing, man. Okay, I loved everybody, but I didn't wait on them. Okay, if I was waiting on people, I love my brothers and sisters' family. If I was waiting on them to make me wealthy, I'd still be working a job right now today. Okay, wait on no one, love them. Leave the door open for them. And then utilize the whole system. You don't have to become an expert in business. What you have to become an expert at is promoting the tools, promoting the 9 o'clock tonight. That's why, look, we do want to get off here at 8:30, but to give you what? 30 minutes to do what? Promote the call at 9 o'clock. And then what you want to do? Promote the training tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Then what you want to do? Promote the system. The person who becomes adept becomes an excellent promoter. You're not selling gold. You're not selling coin. You're not selling telephones. You're not selling laptops. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is selling people on plugging it in the system and selling them on them. Our biggest job, folks, my biggest job is not teach you how to go back there and move some coin around and put your V999 in the system. That's all a part. That's administration. My biggest job, Mr. Stewart, is to convince people that they're worthy of being free. That's the hardest job in the business. And the more you become skilled in getting people to dream and believe in the possibility of freedom for their life and get them pursuing freedom, the freer you're going to become. Okay, you can become the most look, I got some guys around me who can talk about the telephone for an hour, 2 hours, run circles around me explaining how the telephone works. And I applaud those dudes. And I go, and how many people you sponsor today? Well, nobody. I said, okay. I said, do you understand now? Okay, I'm building network. Okay, you're a phone expert. You're a laptop expert. No, you want to become an expert at something here? Dr. Roselle Payne, become an expert at relating to people, inspiring people. And you don't, I'm not a motivational speaker. Tyrone's a motivational speaker. No, I'm not. My goal is to get you to start dreaming, and wait a minute, and then believing that that dream is possible. Hey, Evelyn Green. Okay, that's my whole goal. That's my whole agenda. We know it. The always said it. Tyrone been saying the same thing for 25 years since you know. Okay, what's your dream? I start every conversation on who you are. And I say the same thing. President Obama said, President, I know you've been the president, but do you have a new dream? And if you don't have one, I can't help you. But if you got a dream, we can help you. That was there. You trying to add something, man? Unmute yourself. We're looking at you, but can't hear you.
The best.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you just ask me if I had something to say?
Yeah, I thought you popped in. I thought you were
yeah.
saying something.
Yeah, I did. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, I just wanted to say something that I failed to say earlier, and that is, you know, when you're looking around at what Karatbars brings to the table, beyond just the technical aspects, it's the dream. It's what you've been talking about for the longest, you know, and to dream bigger, you know, to expand our vision of where we can go, and to be able to have a harness that will allow us, you know, a vehicle like Karatbars to do it, but more importantly, have the people and wealth builders like we have with the great Eric Ture Muhammad. We have Charles Bellard on here. I mean, I shouldn't have done that. C. Lewis Cox, I'll go through the list, but there's so many phenomenal folks that come together to create a synergy. So if you're not new, if you're new, if you don't know all this stuff, it's great. You don't have to know it. All you have to do is to be able to point people to the great leadership, to the great team members that can do it for you. So I want to speak to that person that's brand new, looking at this for the very first time. And I know that this information blew your mind because you weren't taught this stuff, okay? But understand something, just like you didn't know any of it, everyone else around you didn't know either. And they still managed to build a tremendous organization. You still have Eric Ture Muhammad, VIP. You're still able to do such phenomenal. Glenn Perkins is truly become a legend in this industry.
OG.
Say it again, sir.
The OG.
The OG. I mean, you're in a situation where you can just literally be on the championship squad. Now, I don't know if you guys, everybody on here looks so young. I don't know if anybody remembers the Chicago Bulls team with Michael Jordan back in the day, right? There are a lot of names that you know on there, right, on that team. But I bet you most of y'all don't know who the 10th man was. Bet you don't know who the 11th or the 12th man was. But guess what? They got rings too. They got rings too.
Teach.
just as long as you're on a championship team and you play your role and you show up to practice and you suit up and you're ready to go, you come off the bench and you make a name for yourself when it's your time, I promise you, you'll win championships as well. So that's all I wanted to say, Mr. Betts. I had to jump on here because, I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about just the phenomenal talent we have at Karatbars International and Wealth Builders Worldwide. That's what makes us different. No matter what your background is, okay? No matter what your background is, from what we say from the stock clerk to the stock market, what we say jail to Yale, it doesn't matter. You get in where you fit in, and this is a freedom plan for you. That's all I wanted to say, sir. Thank you.
Hey, look, I'm gonna take 30 seconds on top of it and add this. You guys always spark something in me, and I'm hurt because I didn't say this. 20 when I was 20 years old, what got me in this industry was it was the first environment where I got around people who said, our job is to teach you everything we know. Okay, we're not just going to people. Our job is to teach you everything we know, and our success is based on our ability to help you succeed. I said, oh, I love this environment. And that's why I've been in this environment since 1983. And I'm gonna tell you one of the most exciting things. You heard Brother Ture say, wait a minute now. I mean, look, Michael Delco got the long-term incentive, the Rolex watch, before I got mine. And he said, I got it before him. I'm excited about it. He got the Mercedes-Benz before I got mine. I'm gonna take the gold too, by the way. Mine's coming, I'm taking the gold too. But I'm excited about it, okay? I mean, you understand, this is the only environment you're ever gonna be in your lifetime, folks. Talking to Kenya. I'm talking to people who name them stand for the first time, okay? Glenn, Evelyn Green, okay? Jacqueline, how you doing? I'm talking to these folks who are here saying, I wonder if this is real. Let me tell you something. Everybody's called. Timo Das's whole purpose. This call is not for me. I'm in. I'm hook, line, and sinker. I bleed Karatbars gold. Dr. Roselle's in. Brother Eric Teray's in. Charles Ballard in. Look, you understand? This call is for the new person. We're trying to tell you, you won't find another environment. If your goal is success, we're here to help you succeed. And our success is based on our ability to succeed. There's 100,000 plus people in our organization. It started 6 years ago when I'm sitting at this desk right now I'm sitting at, and a guy gave me a phone call, and I didn't know anything about gold. I'm 59 years old. I made millions of dollars, retired, and nobody ever said to me, gold is money. Not this stuff, gold. I said, what? Changed my life, changed my whole perspective, okay? And now I'm telling you, we're going after 1 million people. Why I do 4, 5 Zooms a day? I got this, why? Because we're going from 100,000+, 120, 130,000 to 1 million people, and we going there at the speed of thought. We going there now.
Yes.
And you're in the right place at the right time. We about going there now. Jump on the train. Don't watch it go by. Jump, even if you don't understand what you're doing. Jump on. So where's it going? We don't know. Jump on. Okay? I didn't know. I didn't know who was going 6 years ago. I jumped on. Okay? Then all the other stuff came. You know, I'm gonna calm down again. Back to you, Mr. Stewart, man. I'm telling you guys. Thank you. You see, you did that, Doctor. That was your fault. Everybody who wants you to succeed. I mean, really, nobody's in competition with you. I want you to succeed. I want you to get the mercy. I want you to get the long-term incentive. I want you to be free. I want us to start having freedom pies like every week. So, well, we got it right now. People come on the call every week talking, I just left my job. I quit my job. I retired. Wait a minute. Here's the one I'm loving. I just paid off the mortgage on my house. Lord, man. We got people, I mean, most people have never even thought about paying off the mortgage on the house. And we got people in Karatbars coming on a power call talking, just paid off my mortgage.
Early.
Woo! Woo! I don't mean 30 years, right? Paid it off in 14, 15. Look, this one couple, they were never even thinking about paying off their mortgage. And about 3 years ago, 3, 4 years ago, we had a conversation, 3.5 years ago. I said, you guys ever thought about paying off your mortgage? No. I said, man, forget buying a new house. How about paying off the mortgage on the one you got? And then we might have thought about that thing, man, 3+ years later, between them working their job, they got a job, and the Karatbars, they paid the mortgage off, man. Bank went crazy. The bank even wanted to celebrate with them because it's so rare that somebody pay off their mortgage early. Lord, man, we could do this all night. Okay. Praise God for Dr. Sykes.
Yes.
Praise God for Timo Audacity. Thank God Cecil Mahone said yes when I called it. And she told somebody who told somebody who told somebody who told Brother Glenn Perkins. And he had the audacity to bump into a brother at a gas station and stopped him. Close Cox, how you doing? I can see Glenn there, because Glenn not really a talker, but Glenn smooth. They call him Doc Gable for a reason. You know, because he's smooth. And he introduced this thing to Close Cox. Woo! You know, the way your business is going, man. When the statement is made that anybody can count the seeds in the apple, only God count the apples on the seed, that is so very true. Dr. Roselle told you how he got here to blow your mind. See, I know we gotta go, man. It's 8:33. Folks, I gotta go. And I'm gonna go. So as I get ready, so I go psych myself up for 9 o'clock. Look, I know I seem a little silly. Can I tell you one last story before I go? Karatbars will make you sort of silly. Because most people are so serious about life because they're stressed out all the time. 6 years ago, Big Boomer, you guys don't know, may rest in peace. Big Boomer's around, we'll Google him sometime, all his videos will come up. He's one of the first pioneers in Karatbars. You talking about OG, talking about original gladiator. He was out there running around doing Karatbars back when it was hard, as far as I'm concerned. When I got in Karatbars, Big Boom was already at 100,000 a month. When Mike and I got started. And watch this. So the first Let's Go weekend, here's this guy. Now you got to picture this picture. You got 450 something people in the room. They're like 3 white people and 450, people of African descent in the room, right? And here's Boomer, this big white guy in the corner, and he's just giggling. Everything is funny to him. And he's just giggling on the wall and laughing and giggling and giggling. And I'm over there because I like to laugh and have a good time too. But I'm like, what is wrong with that man? I must man, why you giggling so much? What's so funny? He said, you'll find out. No, he said, you'll find out. I'm telling you, folks, in a year or two, man, I'm giggling. You giggling all day long. Look, even when somebody tell you no, you be giggling. They missed it. They didn't see this. This is so simple. How do you miss it? You don't get mad. You be giggling. You be like, wow. Okay. And you find yourself money. When you get on the other side of worrying about money, everything that happens in your life become almost hysterical to you. You be like, that ain't nothing. Car broke down. Hey, buy a new one. Okay. Just don't worry about it. That's freedom, folks. Woo. God bless. I gotta go, man. Mr. Storm, I'm gonna go to you because I am gonna go take me a break, say hello to my wife. I ain't talking to my wife all day. Okay. She said, there you go, chasing the dream. He said, I look. God bless. I'm out. Mr. Stewart, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cox. Thank Team Audacity. Thank you, Dr. Sergio Roselle, for joining us. Thank you about the team, guys. I mean, when I say sincerely, I love you guys. You have no idea. It's not just a cliche. Wealth builders worldwide would not be wealth builders worldwide if it wasn't for people like Eric Ture and people. And guys, let me tell you something. If you're not utilizing Eric Ture's story, if you're not telling his story, if you're not taking advantage of those roots, of his heritage, of the legacy already put in place by his father. Now, I understand. You talk to people under 30 years old, they don't know. They ain't got a clue. I shouldn't say it like that. Let me pause about it. But if you talk to any baby boomer and you say Stokely Carmichael or Kwame Ture, they know who you're talking about. Okay? And if you say, oh yeah, that's one of our business partners. Okay? Hey, in fact, let me get him on the phone. Hey, in fact, he's gonna be on our next seminar. I mean, in my opinion, it should be 5,000 people up here just to hear what he's gonna say because of what his daddy did. That's just me. I normally different. So God bless, man. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Dream big. Don't let anybody steal your dream. Out.
Thank you, Mr. Best. I know we will see you at the 9 p.m. presentation. And this is the time that we do utilize to make sure that we drive everybody to the event. It's a live event that gives you the full range of what we do in Wealth Builders. And I'm seeing something on this chat. Let me say, Mr. Edward Lamel Taylor Sr., we've answered you at least 9 times on the presentation on Facebook as to how to acquire or learn more about the V999 coin. That's not necessarily the platform here. There's 2 different platforms, so they can't really see what you're asking. However, I will talk to you directly myself as soon as we conclude the program, and I thank you for your question and your time. Mr. Stewart, with your permission, can I please give a nice shout out and a celebration of a Carrotversary?
Yes, you can.
Well, we have one man on the line who also shared the same date with Mr. Best. Mr. Best, July 14th, achieved 25 years of freedom in America, in corporate America, from corporate America, rather. Well, we have a gentleman who on that same date experienced his first full Carrotversary. And I want to congratulate and honor the presence of Dr. Kenneth Weathersby here on the platform. Team Audacity in the house.
All right.
Brother Ken, can you just say a little something for us? Are you able to unmute?
No, he can't.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think he can unmute.
He may not be able to see it, but I see he put on his his designer. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you so much. What a great joy to be on this call and Zoom meeting. I'm so grateful to Mr. Glenn Perkins, who kept dripping on me because I kept saying about this business, I'm good. But eventually things happen in life that make you look at things. And I was in Birmingham, Alabama with Clewis Cox, Miss Ship, and Glenn Perkins doing a presentation. And I saw the presentation for the first time. I could not wait to get back. I was going to Meridian to do a crusade. I couldn't wait to get there and sign up. And I've been running ever since July 14th last year. Thank you, Mr. Eric Ture Muhammad, for a great presentation. Thank you, Mr. Stewart, for the presentation that we have done tonight.
All right. All right now. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me that honor, Mr. Stewart. I had to shout him out because it's a tremendous feat to be free.
Yes.
To be free. I mean, to be free. I mean, that's really what it's all about. And it's defined so many different ways for so many different people. But when you can free yourself and free others, I mean, Dr. Sergio Rosell, he was being quite modest about his accomplishment. Not only is he a Gold Director Elite 3, you know, but his mother is a Gold Director Elite. His business is a Gold Director Elite. And all they do is produce winners and runners in that opportunity there in the DMV and elsewhere. I mean, to understand the legacy of Team Union, Team Freedom, Team Audacity, Team Runners, Team. Look, you're like, Wealth Builders Worldwide is like the NFL. And amongst the NFL is a great commission with all these different teams, a part of the same league, going for the same goal. The only difference here, like Dr. Rosell explained, that you don't know who number 10 was on the bench, but he got his ring too. All of us received the Super Bowl ring. All of us received the championship. There's no big eyes or little U's here. I can't take anything from you any more than you can take from me. I am so grateful for this family of Wealth Builders.
Yes.
And I'm about to catch the ghost again. I'm going to be cool. Mr. Stewart, thank you for the time and the opportunity. Thank you all.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
And man.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead on and close it out. You know, I know some people want to get on that 9 o'clock call. So again, what I want everybody to do is that, you know, whoever invited you to the call, get back with them and let them let you know exactly what to do next. And we're all here and available. If you have any other questions, they'll get back with us, make sure everything gets answered for you tonight. So with that, we're going to go ahead on and close it out, Eric. And everybody have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. www.golrocks.info. We will see you at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and wherever you is, if you're on the Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
I mean, West Pacific. Clewis Cox, love you, brother.
Take care.
All right.
All right.